Hello Divination and welcome. In today's video, I'll be giving you a handy guide on how to style pagination in Divi. This is the final result we're aiming to achieve. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. Okay, so before we begin, there's a few things that we need to have in place. First of all, we're going to be downloading a plugin, which we're going to be using later on in the tutorial. Secondly, we're also going to be using some CSS snippets. So I will leave a link to the post in the show notes below, and that post will have all these CSS snippets. Okay, so let's start by adding our project. So I'm going to come over here to projects, click on all projects. So what I've done here is I've gone ahead and added quite a few. So what I'm going to do now is just to show you quickly how easy it is to add one. So I'm going to come over here and click on add new. So all we're doing here is to give the project a name. So I'm just going to call this my project. And this is where now you're going to decide which category you're going to add your project to. So far I've created these three categories. So you can add a new one here by clicking on add new category, and then you give the category a name. So I'm just going to add this new project here to my design. And then over here, we're just going to add an image. So I'm going to click here on set featured image, and then I'm going to add an image to that. Click on select. So now my image has been added. So what you want to do is to go ahead and create 4 projects for each category. And then once you've done that, you just have to click on publish. So now we have all our projects. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is to create a brand new page. So I'm going to come over here to pages, click on add new. We're going to give this page a name. So we're just going to call this pagination in Divi. Click on use Divi builder. So for this project, we're just going to start with building this from scratch. So I'm going to click here on start building, single column. So now we're going to add our filterable portfolio. So I'm going to search for it and select it. So now, as you can see, these categories that I added on earlier on are now added over here to the top. And as we click in these 3 different tabs, you're going to see the different items in each category. So the next thing we're going to do now is to just set the number of posts. So we're going to set our posts to 4. And we're going to include categories design, development, and Divi. And then over here on the elements, we're going to remove a show title and also remove show categories. Okay, but the pagination, we're going to leave that on because that's what we're going to go ahead and style. All right, so as you can see here, the layout that we have is not pretty much what we need. So I need to change this by coming over here to design, layout, and then changing this to grid. Okay, so now all our images are being shown in a grid. And if we click over here, we can see that this will cycle through the different projects. All right, great. So over here on the bottom, this is where we are going to make some changes to our pagination. But before we do that, let's go ahead and add the font that we need for the pagination text. So the quickest way to get to that is to just hover over this area and click on this paintbrush tool. And this will take you to your pagination text. So here on the font, we're just going to go with Source Sans Pro. So let's go ahead and select that. Next, we're going to make this all caps. And now we're going to add our text color. So I'm going to click here on the eyedropper tool and paste my color in here. Right, so this is now time to go to the size. So over here, we're going to set the size to 4VW. And you might as well go in and set the sizes for the tablet and the phone. So for the tablet, I'm going to set this at 38 pixels, and it's going to be the same for the phone as well. Okay, so now that we have the sizes for the phone, the tablet, and the desktop, the next stage now is to add some letter spacing. So I'm going to just scroll down here a little bit, add 1 VW to our letter spacing. Okay, so this just gives enough breathing space between our letters. And the most important thing here as well is to add your pagination height, because as you can see, this line here is way too close to the text. So we're going to change this from 1.7 to 2 EM. Okay, so now you can see we have enough breathing space there. So the next important thing I'm going to add here is the pagination active page. So to do this, we're going to use some CSS snippets. So I'm going to come over here to the advanced tab, custom CSS. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to pagination active page and paste my color in here. So it's important that we add this color here because visually it shows us where or which page is active. So I think this is very, very important. So make sure you add that. All right, so let's say we have this line here on the top, and let's say you want to get rid of that line. We can also do that by just using a basic code, which we're going to add to the portfolio pagination. So I'm going to come over here and paste the code. And now you can see here, the border now is set to none. So let's say you want to give this area here a full border. So to do that, you can just come over here again to portfolio pagination and add your code. So as you can see, now we have a full border with a light gray color. So you can further customize this, add a background color to it, or even just center everything. So this is all up to you, but all this now can be done using this CSS tab. So let's say you want to add a background color to this because you have a light theme on your design. If you just add this code, you can see now we've just added that background color. And let's say you want to center this text. All you have to do is to come over here to design, click on this brush tool, and on pagination text alignment, you can just center it, and now everything is all centered. So you have a lot of flexibility here, so you can choose whichever design you want to go with. So now let's go ahead and do some advanced pagination designs. So I'm going to click here on save, and then we're going to add a new section. So I'm going to click here on this plus button, click on regular, and then I'm going to go ahead and choose single column and choose my filterable portfolio. Okay, so just like before, I'm just going to go in here and just make sure I've set everything correctly. So I've got my post here set to 4 and include categories. I've got design, development, and Divi. And then here on the elements, I'm going to choose not to show the title and the categories. And then on the design, I'm going to change the layout to grid. All right, great. So now that we have all this in place, we're going to do an advanced design here. So the first thing we're going to do is to set our text size to 16 pixels. So I'm just going to come over here again, click here on this brush tool. So first of all, I'm going to set my text to 16. And for our line height, I'm going to set this to 2.5. So this time we're going to add a CSS class. So we're going to come over here to the advanced tab, click on CSS ID and classes, and then I'm going to add my class here. Right, so now that we've added our class, now it's time to add our CSS code, and the CSS code that we're going to add is going to be applied to this particular page. So I'm going to save here and then go to expand settings, click on this gear icon to access my page settings, and then I'm going to come over here to the advanced tab, custom CSS, and then I'm going to paste my CSS code. Now, as I mentioned before, this CSS code can be found on the post, which I'll link to in the show notes below. So take a look here at this pagination over here on the right and see what happens when I add my CSS code. So now it has been transformed. So this is the CSS code that is giving us this fantastic design. So now I'm just going to go ahead and save. Now I should also say that this way of styling our pagination can also be done to our gallery module. So it's very straightforward. You go into your gallery module and you're able to use the same CSS code to style your navigations. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now, in fact, let me publish this. So the next thing we're going to do now is to head over to our website and make some more customizations to our blog posts. So this time we're going to be using a plugin called WP Navi. So first of all, let's start by installing the plugin. So I'm going to come over here to my dashboard, click on plugins, add new. So I'm going to search for it. Okay, so this is the plugin. So as you can see here on my system, it says active. That's because I've gone ahead, downloaded it, and saved it. And over here, you can see it has 800,000 active installations. Very, very good plugin. Okay, so once you've installed this, if you want to make some customizations to it, all you have to do is to come over here to settings and then click on page Navi. Right, so over here, this is where you can go in and make all your customizations. So you can click here, change your for previous page, next page, and so on. So there's quite a few to play around with. So let's take a look at our blog and I'll show you what it looks like now that we've installed this plugin. So I'm just going to refresh this page and you can see here it's quite basic. These are the arrows that we have over here on the settings, like that. So if you want to customize how this looks, what you want to do is to go into your settings and add custom CSS code. So this time now we're going to add this site-wide. So we're going to come over here to Divi Theme Customizer, and then we're going to come over here to additional CSS. And this is where we're going to add our CSS code. So I'm going to paste my CSS code in here, click on publish. And now when we come to our blog post and I refresh this page, you'll notice that the design here is going to change. So I'm going to refresh this page. So now you can see that this has been completely transformed. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.